that.
Oh, sir, how are you?
I'm very well. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good. What's things?
Very well.
Sit down with you.
Thank you very much. Could we just start by identifying yourself for me, please, sir?
5541 Trahan, and this is 4586.
Thank you, gentlemen. Here for two purposes today. One, as a reporter, following up on a story that's prescient at the moment. For obvious reasons, neither you or I are going to comment about it, given the sub judice nature that may be involved. What I am inquiring about is the MPCC memo.
Okay, can I just stop you? We response cops, okay, we response officers. Anything specific you want to report to us today about anything that's happened to you?
What are you looking to record? If you're a reporter, you need to go through our press, our media department, which is the headquarters. This is not our field.
Okay.
And you won't find anyone near of that department either.
I can still have the conversation.
You can, but please don't take us when we go on.
Look, if you have to respond to anything, that's fine.
Okay,
I've got all day.
Well, unfortunately, sir, I will say we haven't. So, obviously, I'm trying to give you best advice, the way to direct your inquiries. Okay. So you say you're going to ask me, you may have any answers, so you're wasting everybody's time, aren't you?
I'm not. I think wasting everybody's time could be construed in a criminal way, so I'll reject that statement.
Okay.
I have legitimate business today and legitimate requests to make. As I say, I'm doing two things. I'm doing an audit and I'm investigating a story that's currently live.
Okay, we're going to leave you here then, right? Because we are here to deal with, obviously, policing matters, okay, specific to you. If you've got anything to report to us, not a problem.
Yeah, I have.
Right, you can stay here all day by all means. If you want to make a report, we can create an incident and we're going to investigate it for you, okay?
Absolutely.
You're more than welcome to stay here as long as you want, okay? But unfortunately, unless you've got something to report, if you do want to speak to someone regarding an interview, then, like my colleague said, you ring 101 and ask to speak to the press department. They'll provide you in the right direction. So
but I could make a report of an alleged criminal matter here.
Go on. Will that be listen?
I would like to report the assault and false arrest on terrorism charges of a 16-year-old boy at this station within the last week.
Okay.
So
you're already aware of these allegations, things like that, and that's going on in the background. So nothing beyond us, nothing to do with us. Anything else you want to report?
I'd still like to make that report.
Okay. So I'm assuming you want to make a complaint, is it? Or
what's your name, sorry, sir?
At this moment in time,
we need to take the report. So if you need to take a report.
We need to take the name.
I can make an anonymised report.
Who do we then?
I'll have an email address.
Direct.
There'll be an email address that's anonymised as well.
Right. So what's your email address?
I'll do that off camera.
Okay. Do you want to do it now? I'll get you to report it now. Yeah. Come on. If you stay there, I'll ask one of the front ladies to take a report off you, and they can go from there.
Thank you very much.
No worries, sir.
Well, there's the initial fob off, but if they want me to make a report, let's make a report. Let's ask for a senior officer. Shocker, didn't get one. But I will be asking for a copy of PACE. And we will be going through issues of morale, etc.
Right, so I need a point of contact and a point of reference. So what is your email address you're prepared to provide us with?
I'm quite happy to write the information down.
I got a pen and a piece of paper handy here.
That's okay, I have an English O level, I'm competent in literature as well.
You're trying to say I'm not competent?
I wasn't inferring anything of the sort. I just prefer to do it for myself.
I got qualifications as well.
I'd just like it on the record that it's my writing and it hasn't been tampered with. Thank you.
Your writing has been tampered with, sir. I don't know what you're trying to infer with that, or...
Well, records...
You think that I'll change your email address?
No, not you, sir, but records do go missing. 26th. 26th of the 8th to 1. Right, okay. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Complaints against inspected by members of the public. Inspector Ghettos. False arrest. Failure to identify. Given that he wasn't in uniform, he should have produced his warrant card before arresting a member of the public. False arrest, failure to identify whilst out of uniform.
How far have you travelled up here, sir?
Pardon?
How far have you travelled? Motorboy or?
Oh, this accent's not local, is it?
I do think so.
Whilst out of uniform. Verbal abuse of his senior officer. And failure to safeguard a child. Is there anything I can something with the police headed note paper, and we can photocopy this onto it, and so it's not just a piece of paper, it's actually on some headed note paper?
No, I should. We're going to edit paper, on digital now.
Okay.
We've got a blank A4 piece of paper like that one.
Oh, that's what you've given it, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's there on the record, as everyone can see. Could you explain to me what the proceedings procedure would be from here on in?
Ring 101. It's a non-emergency. So if you ring 101,
What reference number would I quote?
so they will generate the reference number through that call.
We'll put it on this. What we'll do, we'll get that. We'll put that in this report now. You can have your reference number.
Right.
And the contact we go by email for that one, okay?
Right, I'll wait for that. You want an email address?
And some form of who is actually making the report.
Because obviously you make a complaint against police, then we want to keep you updated. So that's the point of your contact details. Is there any specific reason why you won't give us the contact details?
Rights of privacy under the Human Rights Act.
Yeah.
Could I ask you what you would do if you had my details? What's the first thing you'd do with
That's
it?
the point of contact back to yourself, isn't it?
So we'd add them into our system to be able to contact you back.
Okay.
That's all, sir. Sir,
So I'd be on the PNC?
No.
have you committed a crime?
Why would you be on the PNC?
You're not on PNC yet?
So you're not on PNC?
Police National Computer. That's where people's recorded and any previous convictions are recorded.
So under data protection, if my details were on here, I could request them?
Yeah.
Make a subject access, yeah?
Yeah, if you write in and fill in the correct form, you can apply for this one of those details. I don't know, we haven't got your details, so...
Well, there's a viable email address that's there, and there's a signature.
Right,
Alright.
So I got a viable email of Yahoo, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, you're going to have to... I'm sorry, sir, I know you said you've got qualifications, but...
Doris Days 67.
So I'm going with D-O-R-I-S.
Yeah, D-A-Z-E.
So it's not D as in D-A-Y as a day of the week, is it?
No, it's...
So D-A-Z...
E, Days 67.
Doris Days then, not Days. 67 at Yahoo, yeah?
.com. Can I just request who the most senior officer is on duty at the moment? Because I have some correspondence that I'd like to hand in as well.
No, see, this officer, it's up to space, would likely be the Chief Constable.
Within this station, whoever is
No, within the station, probably an inspector, Chief Inspector.
Are they available?
No, unfortunately not, sir.
Busy doing what?
Serving the public.
Okay, I'll wait. Well, I have to wait for my reference number anyway.
Yeah, that's no problem. You can wait as long as you want. You can stay there the night if you want.
Depends what the food's like.
We don't offer the service outside the custody, sorry.
See you in a moment.
Anything else we can do for you at the moment?
Yeah, I'm looking for comments on the forces. Okay.
You know what I meant.
I thought you were serving the public.
I am.
I'm a member of the public making a legitimate request. Yeah, whatever. Right, well, this is clearly the attitude. It's a total fob off. Apologies while I'm doing this live. I know the video camera's been all over the place. It's the first time I've ever had to write and film at the same time. Clearly, I don't get everything right first time, but hopefully the audio was sufficient so that everybody could see what was occurring. They have no intention of helping out. In damage limitation mode. I will do my utmost to see how far we can go with this. I'll then go outside, film a building and do a wrap up for you all. I haven't as yet handed in the memo. I'll get the desk, even if it's the desk officer or police staff, to take it. I'll relay handing that in to the email, which I'll actually now put on the paperwork I'm handing in. Regarding privacy, giving ID, when there isn't a lawful reason to do so, I will not do so. I don't mind email traces and all of that malarkey. If they're going to go to that length to find out my name, then I'm not very bothered. As I say, nothing to hide. Just, yes, we shouldn't make it easy, I know. Anybody has views on that, please feel free in the comments to express them. I'm all ears. I don't get it right all the time. I'm sure if you have suggestions, what I could have done better, what I should do in future, please feel free. And given that it's free, hit the subscribe button. I'll be making a lot more of these videos, and we'll be pursuing, in solidarity with AW and Auditing Gentlemen, how this matter plays out both in the press and social media, within the police complaints, and ultimately, one hopes, in the law courts. Time will tell. What have I missed? Let me have a little look. Oh, section 15, Pace 1984, so I want a copy of Pace. It may well be that that will keep me waiting as well. I will pause the video and I'll go and have a cigarette and take care of it. There's a lady coming in, I don't know if she's public or staff. I'll just ascertain that in a moment. Would appear to be a member of staff or a commissioned officer. But non-conversational regarding filming, despite the 1, 2, 3 notices not to. Interesting. And the chaps involved as well didn't bat an eyelid, frankly, about a camera being in a public place, again despite the notices. So one can distinctly discern from that that they are requests as opposed to statutory and binding commentary.